Previously on Rusty Roads.
40 miles of estimated range, throttle only with the limiter set to 20 miles an hour, which is what we've got set up today. But as you can see here, that's the estimated range for the RX. Shall we? Yeah, let's go in here. Fuck that. Okay, I found something cool by my house. Holy crap, this is great. Oh, still haven't pedaled. We're still on 4 bars.
At some point, this tree splintered right here.
Let's get rolling because it's about to get dark and I don't want to get caught in here when it's super dark. Starting to hear lots of little critters running around and away from the path. Yay, we made it out. That trail was awesome. All right, I checked some of that footage from the back view and shaky indeed. Hopefully we can use some of it. Yeah, it was really shaky, thanks to those roots. All right, so now we're going south. We've gone 15 miles. So we'll be at 30 miles when we get back home. Curious to see where the battery is gonna be. That is if we make it, right? We've used 2 bars to get here. Hopefully it takes 3 bars to get home. I know in about a mile or so, there's a pretty crucial hill. And then after that, it's not too bad, so we shall see. So I noticed the throttle response is a little weird when you have the speed set to 20. There's a brown chuck, or woodchuck, groundhog, one of those. Are they all the same? I don't know, yeah, but when you're going up a hill, like let's say I'm going down a hill and I'm coasting at like 28. Once I start going up that hill, I hit like 21, 22 miles an hour. I'll hit the throttle to try to like keep it at 20, but the throttle won't kick in until I'm about 18. And then you'll feel the throttle kick in and it'll get you back up to 20, so that's weird. But that could contribute to better range on this ride, so we'll see. I'm going over all kinds of gravel and rocks and stuff. Please don't get it flat. Looks good back there. Yeah, I think tomorrow I need to lube my chain, clean it off, do a little bit of maintenance. Haven't done that in about 150 miles or so. And we don't always ride on the road, so our bike gets dirty. But yeah, 16 miles in, so I'll check back in at 20. See y'all in a bit. All right, we're 20 miles in, y'all. We still got 3 bars. Oh no, wow, it's like perfect timing. Right before I hit record, I looked and I had 3 bars and now I'm at 2. So we're at 2 bars. We literally just hit 2 bars. We've used 3 bars to get to 20 miles. So I'm thinking we are on pace for probably hitting maybe 30. Maybe 30, y'all, maybe 30, 35. Again, considering this bike took us up every single hill and maintained that 20 or accelerated to the 20. And again, did not give up on hills. If we crack 30, I think I'll be impressed, but I'm thinking closer to 35 is when we might feel the battery cut off. So once we feel that throttle cut off, hopefully we'll be near the house and just circling the neighborhood. If not, we'll have to resort to pedaling without battery assist, which isn't tough at all. Especially on flat ground, it's relatively easy. It's actually kind of fun. Easy to maintain about 12 to 14 miles an hour on flat ground. So not bad at all. Probably in like 4th or 5th gear. Oh Lord, Jesus Christ. These are not very forgiving sidewalks, man. Jeez, Montgomery County. It's terrible. I know what Charles Barkley would say. Terrible. Just terrible. At least I can see the roots coming. I'm still hitting them too fast. But yeah, these lights are making a big difference. I'm not used to being able to see everything. I'm sorry, sidewalk, I can't do it. I can't do it, sidewalk. All right, so we're on 2 bars and it's still getting us to 20 miles an hour going uphill. We're actually at 19 now. So I guess the controllers cut back just a little bit, which is not a bad thing because we're trying to get maximum range. There you go, 20. It's kind of tapering off now, but still, considering that was all uphill, this bike is pretty impressive. Except my brakes, I gotta take care of my brakes. I gotta give this bike some maintenance, man. I've been ignoring it. I've not cleaned the brakes off in a while. Oh. All right, we'll check back in at 25 miles, or maybe we'll stop at a Dunkin'. All right, folks, so we are coming up on the 25-mile mark, and we're down to 1 bar. So that's not good. I'm going against traffic right now, but I'm just going up here to the Dunkin'. I'm about to hit 25 now. It's not over yet. I literally just hit 1 bar. And I'm gonna keep going until I feel the throttle cut out. So once I grab this coffee, I'm gonna head home and I'm just gonna ride around the neighborhood until we feel that happen. And then we'll see what the final number is. But yeah, this Dunkin' is like 1.5 miles from the house, if that. So we're gonna stop in here, get a macchiato, and then keep going. Man, so Dunkin' was closed, so yeah, no caffeine for me. Maybe I'll stop at 7-Eleven or something, but that sucks. Man, I was ready for a macchiato, man. All right, so at least we're near the house in case this thing decides to cut off on us. We're about 26.5 miles. Still got that 1 bar. If any of you just got an X52 and you're willing to do this range test, that would be awesome if you could do it and share your results. So again, make sure that you limit your speed to 20 miles an hour, like I showed you at the beginning of the video. And then just go, 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 do your thing, have some fun. And let me know what your total mileage was before you felt the throttle cut out. And I'm curious if everybody will have consistent results or, I'm actually gonna show you guys how bright these headlights are in pitch black. If I can get to that spot, there's a little alley behind the little train museum back here that should be pitch black. Nothing to see here, officer. Yeah, it's not as dark as I thought. I know where I can show you guys. It's definitely not dark. There's street lights. I know a good spot where I can show you guys. What is that noise? Yeah, so no coffee, no macchiato, no caffeine. Guess I'll have to make coffee at home, but it's not the same. Yeah, check out this beam, man. That's a beautiful thing. That's a super wide beam. But yeah, we'll get over here by Kelly Park. I know there's a little stretch where it's guaranteed to be pitch black. And I'll show you how much these lights light up the environment around you. Pushing up on 28 miles. Like I said earlier, anything over 30 I think is pretty impressive for throttle only. Considering the hills we've been on this ride, like we've hit tons of hills going both ways. Actually on the hill right now. So it's not as flat as I think it is around here. I always think it's relatively flat here, but clearly not the case. But yeah, we're just gonna go around the neighborhood until we feel that throttle cut out, and then we're gonna limp home and call it a night. Call it a range test. This one was pretty fun. I think it'll be fun to go out a little earlier in the day and hit that trail and go all the way around it. Well, I don't know if it goes around, but just hit that trail until it comes out somewhere else on the other side. That'll be fun, man. I wonder how long it goes. That'll be a fun ride to do with the homie Mike now that he has his X52. And maybe some other friends will come up and ride with us because I've got the 48s. They're ready for action. Always ready for action. All right, so yeah, down here to the left is a little stretch that's guaranteed to be super dark. Sorry. That's my move. That's the classic move. Pedal past to make sure they definitely know you're on a bike, and then hit the throttle, take off. All right, so yeah, it's definitely pitch black in here. Oh, there's a deer back here. The brakes sound terrible. But yeah, those deer were taking off. These are bright, man. All right, so we're gonna cut off the everything at the same time. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's pitch black. I think you can only see my phone right now. So, man, I didn't have to cut the bike off. I could have just hit the headlight. All right, so now we're gonna turn on the bike's headlight. I gotta do this quick because there's critters around. So you can see it's got some coverage on the sides. It's definitely illuminating the grass off to the sides. And it's got a really nice kind of trapezoid shaped beam. It's really narrow, it's tight, it's very bright right there. And I really like this light by itself. This light would be great, but check out when we turn on the halos. Man, what a difference. We can see all the way into the shadows, off into the side of the trail, back into the trees. Like, man, that thing is crazy. Both of these lights, these two halos in conjunction with the Rad Power Premium light, they work really, really well. That's impressive. But yeah, I'm not going in there. Didn't even step foot in Sawtooth deer, so I'm not messing with them, man. It's nighttime, it's all theirs. This is their domain. Have at it, back to it. And we're back to our range test. 28.4 miles in. We are at home base, so we're just gonna cruise around until we feel the battery die. Let's see if it's open up here at the end of this fence. Parts of this construction area are still open because the baseball field's still open. There's a little gravel hill up here that I like going up. Oh no, they put a gate up. Nope. Well, there's a gate on the hill. Yeah, that's the hill that I like going up. Right there. But can't go up now. I mean, I could, but the gate's there for a reason. I'm just gonna turn around up here because I know on the other side it's definitely gated off. So yeah, I think we are trespassing, possibly trespassing. Let's get out of here. Sucks, man. It used to be a nice park here. Now it's gonna be who knows what. It's not gonna be a nice park. I'm tempted to go through that little path there just to see what critters we see, but I also don't want to get charged by a buck or an angry deer. So I'll pass on that. Man. Yeah, I'm hoping we crack the 30. 30 will be a little mini milestone. I just had to take this hill, didn't I? I really didn't have to. I still haven't pedaled. So yeah, I was doing 26. It dropped down to like 16, 15. No, it dropped down to like 14 actually. And then the throttle started kicking back in. So that little delay sucks, but it still accelerated up the hill. And we've got 1 bar of battery left. That's pretty crazy. Like this bike, this controller definitely doesn't siphon off the power towards the end of the battery. It's all consistent. All right, let's go around again. All right, we're creeping up on that 30-mile mark. Oh man. So yeah, 30 miles. 30 miles. 20-mile-per-hour limit, throttle only. Tons of hills, and a very, very fun stretch of trail that unfortunately had a ton of roots. But I'm really glad that we waited until nighttime to go on this ride, because I got to see how awesome and bright this headlight is. Like, I might have ran into that fence with my other light, but I was able to see the opening pretty easily. So we cracked that 30-mile mark. That's awesome. Let's keep going and see how much more we can get. All right, folks. We are at 34 miles. Well, 33.96, but yeah, we're about to hit 34 miles. The battery icon just started flashing. So we are headed home. Thankfully, we are only like a block or two away from the house. And we're still going for it, man. Look at this thing. Battery is flashing. And it's still accelerating up this hill. Look, 18, 19. Yo, this bike is sick. Seriously, like if the RX can get up to 40 miles, limited to 20 miles per hour, throttle only, and this bike is pretty much gonna hit 35. That's insane. That's so impressive, because it never quit on a hill. It actually did the exact opposite, and it crushed those hills. Like literally accelerated through every single hill, and it's still doing it now with the damn battery icon flashing. Who knows, maybe the reason that my battery life has suffered recently, in my opinion, although now that we've hit almost 35 miles, maybe that's not the case. But it could be because I keep going through these extreme range tests for you guys. And now my battery's starting to push back a little. And that's understandable. But yeah, I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed. We're just gonna go around the parking lot a few times. I'm wondering if I should go until I literally can't move anymore, because yes, the battery icon is flashing, but it's still going. The bike is still going. Like if I can't trust the display to accurately depict what each bar of the battery is actually providing as far as miles, then who's to say I'm not really on 1 bar now and the battery shouldn't be flashing. So I'm gonna keep going until it literally dies. And it feels like that's coming soon. Like it kicked in really slow there, but it's still accelerating. So yeah, sorry for the night riding. I know this camera doesn't do too great at night, but hopefully with this super bright light, it's not that bad. But yeah, man, we're still going. Like it's still accelerating. Oh, that trash area is so gross. You guys are lucky that I can't turn my head so you can see that I haven't checked on my car in a few days. I think I forgot to put my parking pass on, but it's still here. I just heard it unlock. Yeah, my parking pass is not on. I should put it on. That's good. It's been there for days like that. They know my car. They just don't mess with it because there's been a few times where I forget to put the parking pass on. And it's still there in the morning, so that's cool. That's cool. But even cooler is we're about to hit 35 miles. 35 miles is what I estimated we'd get. So it's looking like we're gonna hit that number, and I'm really, really impressed that we got so close to the estimated RX range for a bike that costs, what, $1,500 less and handles every single hill with no regard for the battery. Like literally, it doesn't slow down on hills. It does the opposite. In the RX, it slows down on hills. Like, I'm not talking shit, y'all. It's just what it is. It is what it is. That's what it is. And the fact that they estimate 40 miles of range, throttle only 20 miles per hour, and we did the same thing with this bike, and we just went over 35 miles. That 5-mile trade-off for being able to go up any hill, I will gladly take it, man. Absolutely. Although I don't think RX brakes sound like this. It's not that bad there, but yeah. I think I'm gonna have to try out some organic pads, see if that makes a difference. Of course, I'll share that with y'all. But right now, we're trying to kill this bike, man. We are trying to kill this battery. I don't think I've ever gone to the point where the throttle wouldn't work anymore. So that's probably not good for the battery. But you know what? I'm an Ariel Rider ambassador for a reason. I'm gonna show you guys the extremes without you having to risk your bike. And I know Art has got my back if anything happens. But so far, this bike's been a trooper, man. It has gone through everything, including this insane range test today. Well, not really insane, we weren't flying, but just being able to get so close to the RX's estimated range makes me really happy for this bike. And for all of you that just got it and were concerned about the range. Now, can this bike hit 70, 75 miles like they estimate? I don't think so. You probably have to be going like 6 or 8 miles an hour if you do the math. But I don't think the RX can hit 75 miles either, and they estimate that range. So by the power of complicated, extremely advanced e-bike equations, in other words, both bikes have a 75-mile total estimated range, and the RX claims it can get 40 miles on throttle only when limited at 20 miles an hour. This bike should do the same. However, the X factor there, the anomaly, is the fact that this bike crushes hills and the RX does the opposite. Hills crush the RX. So yeah, I'm impressed, man. I'm happy for my bike. It's struggling up this hill. Yep. It just died at 35.63 miles, guys. 35.63 miles, we're calling it. I'm downshifting now so I can pedal home and I don't have to go far. Yeah. 35.63 miles. Oh man, I gotta drop it down one more gear. There we go. Now we're cruising. Now we're cruising. Look at that, 9 miles an hour. Yeah, thankfully that all worked out. Almost 36 miles. We are home. We don't have to go too far. The only boo-hoo is that I didn't get my Dunkin' Donuts, but that's okay. That is quite all right. I'm very, very proud of my bike. Ariel Rider should be very, very proud of themselves. This thing did really, really great on this range test. Our target was 40. We almost hit 36. And we tackled every single hill like it meant nothing. And ultimately, in the end, it meant a difference of 5 miles. 4 miles, really. So yeah, almost 36 miles. We had a max speed of 30 miles an hour because we were coasting down hills. So yeah, this bike is a beast. If you just got one, let me know down in the comments. And if you duplicate this range test, please let me know what your results were. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Let your friends know about the channel. We've got more giveaways coming up. Remember when I said Rusty would be pissed when I got home? What's up, buddy? What's up, what's up? Oh my goodness, you're an angry boy. You're very angry. I know you're very angry. Oh my goodness. You're gonna break the camera. Oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. What were you doing? What were you doing? What were you doing this whole time? Huh? What were you doing? Oh my goodness, sure. I know you didn't come. It was too hot. What were you doing? Hanging out with Parrot? Watching nature? What were you watching? Birds and squirrels? Supposed to be doing your homework, bro. You're watching TV.
All right, folks, so that is a wrap for this range test. So please let us know down in the comments what you thought about the results. Personally, I think the X52 did really, really well when stacked up to the Super73 RX on this 20 mile per hour throttle only range test. Okay, so let's compare these statistics from this ride against the same 20 mile per hour throttle only challenge that Shreddy did with his RX out in Rehoboth Beach. So as you can see, the final range on the RX was 37.5 miles, and you know that we hit about 35.7. So granted, the RX did end up with more range, and I believe at the end of his range test, Shreddy had about 7% battery left. However, he was also stating that the motor was cutting off, so we'll just call it 37.5 miles for the RX and 35.7 miles for the X52. Definitely the RX won as far as more mileage, and as you can see, our max speeds were about the same, our average speeds were about the same. However, the huge difference here, and why I personally give the nod to the X52, is the insane difference in elevation when looking at these two rides. As you can see, Shreddy's total elevation on his ride was 22 feet, while our ride had a total elevation of 2,044 feet. So as you saw in all three parts, we were on a lot of hills on the way there, we were on a lot of hills on the way back, and obviously where Shreddy lives, it's completely flat because it's the beach. So yeah, big props to the X52, props to the RX as well, because that bike is capable of 40 miles. Both of them are. However, that big price difference and that hill climbing ability seals the deal for me, and I would go with the X52 if I was watching this comparison and on the market for a bike. But that is our opinion, so please let us know down in the comments what you thought of the results. Make sure to subscribe. We've got more videos coming your way, we've got more rides coming your way, and we've got some more giveaways coming your way. So thanks again for watching, and as always, hang loose, ride tight, and be nice to each other. Peace.